Good morning, everyone. How is everybody doing this morning? What is today? Thursday, December 4th, 2025, coming to a close here pretty soon. Oh boy, it's going to get a little bumpy, I think. Kind of exciting. Not kind of exciting, it's actually very exciting. And we're here for all of it. Very, very cool. All right, let's see if we can get this set up here. There we go. Let's see, we've got that there. All right. Well, it looks like everybody's starting to pile in. And none too soon, I might add. Let's see if we can find the guys and get them loaded up. I don't see, well, let's see, there's Dave. There we go. I'm not sure if we're going to have James today. I don't see him in the chat so far. James, if you're there, send me a message in the chat and we'll get you loaded up. Well, good morning, Dave.
Good morning. What's happening?
Well, we're just getting things going here. I haven't seen Alex yet, so I'm going to be bringing you on first and just completely screw up the whole routine.
You might as well set it off right.
Exactly. Might as well start off the rails, right?
That's right.
Have you heard from James? Is he around today?
I talked to him earlier and I tried to buzz him and I think he was planning to be here, so we'll see what happens.
Okay. Yeah, I haven't seen him in the chat and I haven't seen Alex either, so I don't know I don't know if either one's going to be making it. I'm assuming they are, but we'll have to wait and see. Oh, there's Alex. Hold on. There we go. All right.
Hello.
Well,
Hello.
good morning, Alex.
Hello.
I wasn't sure if you were going to make it, so I wasn't,
Well, I'm here.
You look like
Morning, Dave.
Looks like you have your hunting outfit on.
Maybe because I've been hunting.
Oh, okay.
I just need to give Dave more ammo to give me shit.
Yeah.
So
I don't need much.
Exactly.
just so you know, there have been multiple that I could have taken, but chose not to because I'm waiting on Granddaddy.
Oh, I know. You're a much better hunter than I just like to feed you shit.
Yeah, I might give you a few pointers here and there, Alex. We'll see.
I'd love to come up and show you how to hunt those pheasants, Dave.
Only tips I'd be giving you, Alex, is what aisle to find the meat on in the grocery store.
Yeah, well, there's not a grocery store around here.
Exactly. Dave, we don't have you on camera. Are you having camera issues again? Oh, did we lose him?
And he gives me shit.
Yeah, no kidding, right? Once again, Dave, it may be time to reach into that dusty wallet of yours and buy a new phone.
That's not it. Not it. I just had to get the elf outfit on here.
Oh, yeah. Gotcha. And I said, anytime you want tips on those pheasants up there, you just let me know. I'll be glad to come up and help.
Oh yeah. I'd like to get more, to be honest with you.
All right. Well, let me say some good mornings here. Let's see who we have with us so far. Rick Sr. is here. Cindy Hayden, 59. Mary Lise Brown. Sherry from East Tennessee. Good morning, Sherry. Paige, PJ Party Peggy's here. Oh, happy day. Yes, it is a good day. Doug Rice is here. Good morning, Doug. Well, there she is. Lisa Maria. Good morning, Lisa. King's Girl 1974 is here. Sela is here. Let's see who. Andrea Lynn from very cold Nebraska. It was 46 degrees this morning when I went to the gym. 46 degrees in California. The hell's going on?
-3 here.
Seriously?
That's what I'm talking about. I was sitting in the stand this morning and it feels like -7 with the wind.
Wow. Did I ever tell you guys the story? So when I lived up in Winter Park, Colorado, 9,000 foot elevation, so we had a house where there was so much crap that we had in the garage. Only my wife's car could fit into the garage. And up in the mountains, dude, it's 20 below zero all the time. So what I would have to do is I'd have to run out to my car, start it, let it run literally for 20 or 30 minutes to get it warm enough to be able to drive it. And I'd run back in. Well, this was a normal occurrence. Well, one morning I'd run out in my shorts and my t-shirt, right? Just quick, whew, boom, boom. One morning I go out and I'm like, oh my gosh. I literally walked out the door. I took a breath through my nose and my nose hairs snapped. And so I get in the car. It was 44 degrees below zero. 44 degrees below zero. Ungodly temperatures.
I always say when it gets that cold, the snow squeaks when you walk on it. That's how cold
so
it gets.
True. God.
Yeah.
I do not miss that part.
You take a cup of water, stick it in the microwave until it boils, and then walk out on your balcony and throw it in the air, and it will literally evaporate.
Wow. I never tried that, but wow. Let's see.
Cool experiment for the kids, just so you know.
There you go. Science 101 with Alex Raymer. Let's see here. Boogie B is here. Good morning, Boogie B. John Langlois is here. Good morning, John. Kelly Thurman, too. Joe Lynn, good afternoon to you as well. Laffy rocks. Good morning, Laffy. Gen X Nick is here. Brian. Hey, Brian. Good morning, brother. Glad you could make it. Christy B from Hayesville, Kansas is here. Joe Buckwheat, too. Hey, Joe. Long time. Glad you made it, brother. Lee is here. 307 Patriot. Towie Bixby. Good morning, Towie. Hitesh Hits is here. Good morning, Hits. Let's see. Who else do we have here? Deb S. from Central Massachusetts. Layson Steele. Good morning, Layson Steele. Mama Bear. Grand Rising Sam Fam. I will be with everybody until 10:30. Well, we are sure glad that you are, Mama Bear. So this whole time change, so many people have been messaging me saying, how come you're not doing your lives anymore? And I would tell them it's 9 a.m. Pacific time. I'm like, oh, shoot, I'm in Mountain Time or whatever, But that's what happened to Mama Bear, but she's with us today. Diva53 is here as well. Diana Lynn 10. Good morning, Diana. Mary Lise Brown said, tonight only 0 degrees. Ooh, no thanks. I'll pass. Hard pass. Let's see here. Sue B. Sue B's here. Good morning, Sue B. Joni Singleton 8 as well. Mr. Smith. Kathleen Garcia. Good morning, Kathleen. Martini time. Valerie James. Good morning, all. Squiggly 77 as well is here. Coach 5133. Man, everybody's piling in this morning. I love it. Marilyn 01 said, good morning from Utah. Beaver, good morning from Colorado Springs. Welcome in, everybody. Christine A. from Georgia. Hey, Christine. Magic is here. All right. Oh, who do we have over on YouTube? We've got David Morales. David said, Sam, the city slicker, a.k.a. Elmer Fudd. Isn't that the truth? Isn't that the truth? Earl Shannon's here. Good morning, Earl. And he's on the ivermectin fenbendazole protocol. Excellent, Earl. Glad to see that. Paul W. Rick is here. Hey, Paul Rick, I guess I should say. I know that. I don't know why I said it that way. Richard Pacente is here as well. Cheese U.S. Crust 7021. Boy, that's a mouthful.
Boy, he or she must be old.
I'm guessing. I don't know. Jeez. Oh, my gosh. All right. Well, let's see here. Oh, who did I miss? Wendy is here. Good morning, Wendy. Oh, Christy C is here as well. This chat up here is giving me some static again today. Oh, well, I guess we'll muddle through. Chicken Lady Jess is here as well. Alex, let's get some indices going. What do you say?
Quite frankly, I'm ready. How's it going, everybody? It is December 4th, 2025. Market's a little mixed today. S&P 500 up 1.65 at 6,851. The Dow down 74 points to 47,808. NASDAQ is up 25 points to 23,479. Gold up $10 to $4,242. Silver, however, is down $1.10 to $57.52. Crude oil is up 91 cents a barrel at $59.86. Looking at the crypto markets, Bitcoin pretty much steady across the board, up 0.5% at 92,746. Ethereum up 4% to 3,197. XRP is down 0.8% at $2.14. Solana up 1% to 142. Cardano up 3% to 45 cents. XLM Stellar Lumens are down 1.68% at 25 cents by the dip. HPAR Hedera is down 2% at 14 cents by the dip. Looking at today's drops, one really only notable that I thought we would read through. It's a little lengthy, so bear with me. I'll try to rip through it as quick as I can. Post number 247, December 4th, 2017. Have you been watching the news since Friday? Who is Peter Strzok? How was he compromised? How was he paid? Who is Melissa Hodgman? Company, title, date of promotion, focus on the date. What events, Peter Strzok, recently occurred that you know now? Think Hillary, HRC, emails, Wiener laptop, etc. Dates, date of promotion of his wife. How do they stack the deck? Who do they want inside the government? Who are the puppets? How do you control a puppet? Number 2, in the FBI, wife connection. What is the pattern? Follow the wives, watching the news, future proofs past, crumbs. How many D's and R's will not seek re-election? Why? Why? What just passed the Senate? Why? Who is the new handler? Do as you're told. What is relevant? Do you not understand the government is being gutted publicly? Bottom, middle, top. Hussein-Iran connection. Bombs away. Merry Christmas.
No. Buckle up, everybody. Buckle up. All right.
I like the last part.
Yeah.
Bombs away. Merry Christmas.
So let's see. Chris Romano is here. Martin's WB. Donna Fox. All right. The whole gang's coming in. Love it. Over on YouTube, it's Paul Wyrick. That's the way I should be pronouncing it. Wyrick. Now, whether or not I get that right the next time, Paul, I'm just going to say Paul. But thank you for the clarity there. David Morales over on YouTube said 9 a.m. Pacific is 1700 GMT London. A great omen. Ooh, I didn't realize that. 1700. We're on 1700 time every morning. Absolutely love it. All right, let's see who else we got piling here. Tim Shaw 707. Nut Grand Rising to you as well. John Langloy with all of the popcorn in the chat. I love it. Exactly. Mr. Smith said, love the background, Alex. Exactly. Yeah, you think about it. People who did not submit to the jab withstood a $1 trillion marketing campaign. I mean, that's pretty significant. And
I didn't want any free hamburgers or lottery tickets.
Can you believe a thing of fries to get jabbed? I don't think so. Wrong answer. All right. Oh, hey, are you keeping an eye out for James? Because I haven't seen him.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay.
I think he might be sleeping. He trucked all night long, so I think he
interesting.
might have dozed off. He's getting kind of old.
Yeah, well. All right, Dave, what do we got today?
Good morning on this chilly -3 degrees here in the Midwest. Like yesterday, the corn, soybeans, and wheat have came back a little bit, along with the cattle and hogs. Corn is up 3 to 6 across the board. Soybeans 5 to 7. Wheat is up 2. Cattle is up 0.7%, along with the hogs. Little pressure from the cattle boys after Trump talked about bringing Argentina cattle in. Cattle's plunged about $40 per hundredweight over the last 5 weeks since he talked about that. But overall, it's up huge in the last year and a half. So if they're patient, we gotta have the meat. We gotta have the product in the United States. Otherwise, we're going to be running into many other problems. It's just the cattle guys have struggled for so long. When they start padding their pockets a little bit, they get a little growly. So if they're patient, it'll work out in the long run. So all is good.
Yeah, exactly. And speaking of announcements. Did you guys see? I only saw bits and pieces of it. Maybe you guys know more about it, but President Trump met with some automakers yesterday, and I didn't report on it this morning because I didn't see a lot about it, but it sounds to me like with the abolition of these different ridiculous bureaucratic laws that were made, that these automakers are going to be producing less expensive and better vehicles here in the US. What do you guys know about it, Alex?
So it's a huge step forward for the automotive industry to remove the red tape, Green New Deal bullshit, to Jamesism it. They are going to clear the path for us to stop using plastic bodies and go back to metal bodies. They are going to remove the fuel economy BS restrictions. They're doing away with diesel exhaust fluid, which is basically blinker fluid, which if you own a diesel engine, you are forced to use diesel exhaust fluid. It's supposed to make it burn cleaner, but diesel engines are one of the cleanest burning engines there are. But example, I had a 2015 Chevy 2500 diesel Duramax. If you ran out of diesel fluid, exhaust fluid, it would limit your ability to go anything over 55 miles an hour. And if you didn't fill it up and you restarted it again, it would limit you again to 25 miles per hour maximum on that truck.
Was it like a separate reservoir that you had to put it in or something?
Correct.
Oh,
Correct.
Okay.
And so if you didn't, then the computer shuts you down. And you know the cost of basically what is it's urine, it's piss. Legitimately, that's what it is. And some genius somewhere decided that he could bottle piss and sell it. And you know the Green New scam said, "Hey, we'll buy your piss. We'll make everybody put it in their cars." Or, I mean, that was the first thing I did to that truck is I took it to a tuner and I deleted it. So it's ridiculous. It's in skid steers, tractors, in everything across this country to do with farming, construction, transportation. It's one of the biggest scams in the country. But also with regards to things around safety, you know, that may not have been so much about safety and more so about people lining pockets of other people. But he said there's a lot of manufacturers that build very small and affordable cars, which Hondas, a lot of car companies make, you know, miniature cars like the smart car, right? Which in big metropolitan areas may be a nice thing to have, but our regulations and our, you know, people behind the desk that thought it was a good idea have basically red taped that completely out. But the fact that we can go back to metal automobiles, which are provably more safe than the plastic automobiles that are being put out today. You know, there was a big deal with the Fords. They were creating body panels out of aluminum. Like when the new Fords came out, literally a guy took a screwdriver, jammed it through the door, went like this, grabbed the whole door and peeled the door. How is that safe? Like how is that? I'm just going to stick with my 82 K5 all steel Chevy Blazer.
Exactly. Dave, thoughts?
Well, that's the thought process. You know, the Obama administration implemented the miles per gallon. They had to meet a certain quota. That's what started the cars shutting off at the stoplights. That's what started the 18-speed, 13-speed transmissions, keeping the RPMs down, harder on equipment all the way across the board. And the DEF, the diesel exhaust fluid, is silly. You know, it's urea and distilled water is all it is. And every time I filled my tractor, it was $1,200 to fill the diesel tank and $150 to fill the government juice, as I call it. It's absolutely ridiculous, and it's perfect.
Wow.
It's just red tape.
I'm excited to see what's coming, you know, with all these bureaucrats being deleted and all this bureaucratic BS being gone. I can't wait to see what they produce.
Yeah. My wife had a Volkswagen TDI, and before they got caught cheating on their deal, 62 miles to a gallon.
Wow.
Well,
on a diesel.
Yeah, and Chrysler pledged. I may be wrong, but I believe it was $6 billion over the next 4 years, with an additional 5,000 plus jobs, and they're going to launch 5 new automobiles.
When
So
did they say when they were going to do that?
that's what he announced yesterday.
Oh, okay.
So it's coming. I mean, you look at Chevy and you look at Mopar over the last several years, and like the if you're into muscle cars, the Challengers and the Chargers, like they were going to quit making the Challenger altogether, and they were considering GM was considering shutting down the Camaro lines because of the fact that the fuel economy and the things that they have to jump through to be able to produce those high performance cars, which I'm all about. I'm all for it, right?
Yep.
It's a big deal. It is a big deal, and I think we're going to see over the next couple of years, the price of automobiles is going to go down because the cost of goods that they have to, what is it, Dave calls them inputs. The inputs to build the cars are going to be considerably cheaper. We're producing more oil than we have in a long time. Everything's just, it's all lining up. It's just lining up.
Right. Well, it's interesting. Oh, before I forget, everybody. So we're trying to break this algorithm on TikTok. I don't know what the hell's going on, but if you would, please share this live out as much as you can throughout every show. That seems to be helping. We're getting breaking out of this, whatever they've done to us. It actually happened after Alex got booted off the show, but we're not going to say.
Yes, it's after you push the button and then you cut the wire.
I
know.
But no, seriously, if you would share out the live on TikTok and on all the other platforms as well. And then again, I get a lot of messages about the subscriptions. You have to go in and either click Superfan or verify it somehow. And it seems to be different on different phones, but go back in and verify that you're subscribed. That seems to be what's going on. I don't know why. So,
all right, I speak 1717. I don't need you chiming in on me too. I get enough from these guys already.
What did he say?
Another thing I wanted to try, Sam. Everybody type in the comments FYP or hashtag FYP. Let's see if that gets us a bump in numbers.
I didn't think about that. Yeah, that'd be a great idea. Okay. Oh gosh, everybody's doing it. Hey, Native San Diegan's here. Good morning, Native. Amy Michelle is here. Good morning, Amy. As Alex said, I speak 1717 is here. Good morning. Let's see here. Wow, everybody's typing in F. Wow, you guys are awesome.
How do you spell it? How do you spell it again, Alex?
Frank Yankee Papa.
Oh my gosh. Oh well, wow, everybody's doing it. Thank you, everybody.
For your protection, Dave.
Oh, there we go.
Let's see here. Lace and Steel said it's FYF now, not FYP.
Okay, try that. I don't care. Try it.
What does FYF stand for, Lace? I'm not sure what that is. Hey, Tire Man's here. Hey, Tire Man. Mark Matson's here as well.
Knowing her, it's probably for you freaks.
Oh, it could be, possibly.
Or is it this one?
Which one?
What I just put in the talk.
Oh,
it's going so fast I didn't see it.
Yeah,
FAFO. FAFO.
FYF. I don't know what the hell FYF means.
I don't know.
Hey, Lace, put it in there for you. Squiggly 77 Rocket Man. Yeah, I don't know what.
I believe that's F your feelings. I think that's what FYF is.
Oh, I don't know what the hell it means. Hey, Traveler's here. And IW Rady 3 as well. See, now I can see everybody that's in the chat. I mean, that's in the show, because normally if you don't put something in the chat, I have no idea you're here. It's just the way it looks. But Christy B is here. Oh my gosh, look at this. 11 Bravo 220, Scott, Glenn, Kate.
I believe it's FYP, not FYF. Just saying.
Yeah, I just don't know what FY. Actually, Alex, why don't you put FYF in Google and see what it comes up with?
I just told you.
Oh, what?
F your feelings.
Oh, is that what it? Seriously, that's what it means? Oh, wow. Okay. Jeez, you guys, we're way off the rails now.
It's not the first time I've heard that.
Hey, Michelle Halitz over on YouTube. I don't speak. I think that's German.
It is German.
If you want to translate that into English, I'd be happy to respond if I can, but I have no idea what that means. Oh, Wendy said for your feed, FYF.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
I was wrong.
Interesting. Okay, well, Whatever it is, thank you all for doing it. Truly appreciated. Let's see here. Carol Fed Up. Thank you for the gifts. Christy B, Traveler, everybody. Yeah, you guys are awesome. All right, so let's move into some stories here. U.S. industrial production sees its biggest annual gain in 3 years. What do you see that translating into, Dave?
Well, we're going in the right direction. Obviously, we got to get everything building and pointed in the right direction. It's coming into the United States. We've slowed everything feeding us, and we're. Does that mean we're building? We're producing more? Is that what the concept is behind that?
Well, I think so.
Yeah. So it's all positive in my opinion. Like I said, it's a spoked wheel. We're building things in every different direction.
Yeah,
So-
exactly. Alex?
I'm sorry, I was translating. What was the topic?
Oh, we're jeez.
Industrial production.
Yeah, industrial
Oh.
production. I'm
Let's
sorry too,
go.
because I'm trying to read this
Right in
over here,
line.
and I'm going to 4 different directions. here.
Right in line with what we're talking about, the auto manufacturing. Like let's get the engine going. Let's get steel production back over here. Let's get the engine running.
Yeah, 100%. And I think we're well on our way. So, according to Insider Paper, Putin gave an announcement yesterday, and he said that we're ready to hold as many Ukraine talks with the U.S. as necessary. Now, I have my theories on what's going on with Putin, Xi Jinping, President Trump, Kim Jong-un. And so, oh, nice. What is that, Alex? That was cool.
I was supposed to catch the ball. I wasn't paying
Oh,
attention.
okay. Wow, you guys are on top of it. So what do you make of this statement from Putin, Alex?
Well, you mean he's not the boogeyman? You mean he doesn't want war? Oh my gosh, what are we talking about?
Exactly. Cognitive Dissonance said the world leaders. Exactly. That's exactly it. Wendy, I see the squirrel. Yes, I see it. Dave?
Well, they just had the meeting with Steve Wyckoff and Jared Kushner over there, and they said things didn't go the best way. But I think Putin just threatened Europe. I think if they want to have war, he said we can
Yeah.
across the board. I think I seen that this morning.
Yeah, exactly. Again, like Alex said, they've made him out to be the boogeyman. Xi Jinping could be another boogeyman. Kim Jong-un, another boogeyman. The reality is they're all working together, in my opinion. Nutty81 said BRICS coming together. Well, I think BRICS, well, okay, so when it comes to the monetary system, oh, nice hat. That was cool. When it comes to the monetary system, there's a major switch going on that we've been talking about for years. So how is that going to roll out? Your guess is as good as mine. Could it be a new dollar? Yes. Could it be some sort of a joint venture between precious metals and blockchain technology? Yes, I believe so. How it's going to play out and when it's going to play out, well, it's playing out right now, but how it's going to look, your guess is as good as mine. What do you make of it, Dave?
No, it's true. It's interesting. If people don't realize the precious metal is going to be the part of the future and part of the, where we're heading. Look at the prices. It's unbelievable, and they're not slowing down.
Wow, did you see that galaxy from Tire Man? That was cool.
Like, beautiful.
Yeah. Howdy Dowdy 10 said, I trust Putin more than I trust anybody in Congress. It's so true. They're all so corrupt. It's ridiculous.
It's funny. A friend of mine, actually, I have a couple of friends that have Russian brides. They've been to Russia multiple times. One going clear back to the 70s, multiple trips. And a comment that he made once struck me very oddly. I was like, really? He's like, man, in many ways, they're more free in Russia than we are here because there's not the red tape. You can buy a tank and drive it around if you want to.
That would be right up James's alley, I think.
Hey, man, like the deer don't stand a chance if I had a little Sherman tank. I'd be second.
Exactly.
So it's interesting, and their news, while I would say almost any government in the world anymore has got some level of propaganda, seem to be more straightforward about current events without the spin to it. Like, here's what happened today. here's what happened yesterday, here's what's happening tomorrow, not the political spin BS, which leads to a release. In 2016, 51% of U.S. adults said they closely followed the news. Today, that number is 36%.
Oh yeah, it's spiraling out of control in a good way. Wendy J, thank you for all the gifts. Tire Man, you're on fire today with us. Thanks, Tire Man. Well, look who just showed up. John Gwynn is here. Good morning, John. You missed the ribbing about the gold price this morning. I think unless he was here, he was creeping in the background. Didn't want anybody to know he was here. Could be.
$750.
Make you holla.
That's right.
Exactly.
Trash Panda said, "I'll take a Russian bride, one please. Send me a message. I'll point you in the right direction." SF.
Yeah, exactly. I've heard a lot of good things about Ukrainian women. Believe me, I've heard, and I know people I know personally friends of mine that were on this dating site for Ukrainian women. They've brought them over here and they are happily married. I'm talking 20, 25-year marriages. So, I
remind me, Sam, sometime when we're not on a public forum to tell you about some of my travels over around the Slavic countries, Romania, Russia, and things like that. So
yeah, and that's another thing. Polish women are just wonderful. I mean, I know friends of mine, again, that have married Polish women from Poland. So I don't know, whatever. All right, let's see here. Robert McInnes said, silver to the moon. Well, yeah, I think that's part of what's going on here. Pure Blood Holly John said, I need a quote on shipping, Alex, for that tank. Exactly. Why doesn't it surprise me that Holly said that she wanted a tank? Exactly.
$1 million.
Exactly. April Burgess said, I missed the silver price. I think we're what, 57 today?
Yeah, it's down $1. It's down $1 today. A little sell-off.
Yeah, okay. A little bit of sell-off. 57.52 currently.
Got it. Well, Crystal Zesky just showed up. SF Trash Panda. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. Oh, shoot. It's sponsor time. All right.
Okay, let's go.
So first up, MyPillow. And this is directly from MyPillow. They sent me an email yesterday. This past year has been one of the hardest MyPillows in history. It's because of you that they are making it through. They want to thank you for your continued support by passing on some Christmas specials to our listeners and our community. Get the Children's Bible Story Pillow, a 5-pack for $29.98. My Slippers with a free bottle of leather protectant spray for $39.98. Blankets, comforters, and duvets for as low as $25, and a blowout sale on standard MyPillows for just $14.98. Go to mypillow.com, use the discount code SAM, and let's help Mike out. He deserves it. And now he's going to be running for governor of Minnesota.
Let's go.
So let's go. Exactly. Next, we have Neil Naturopathic, the only chemical and toxin-free hair care products that I'm aware of on the market. NeilNaturopathic.com, discount code SAM20, get 20% off your order. And of course, Dr. Peter Glidden. Dr. Glidden is a stalwart when it comes to health and wellness. If you go to my website, samshalhoub.com, in the upper right-hand corner, you'll see a button for Dr. Glidden. Click that button, go to his website. You get a 30% discount by using the code SAM. And you can ask him any question you can imagine when it comes to health and wellness. And also, too, we have a little preview. I'm not going to tell anybody what it is yet, but we do have a new sponsor that's going to be announced this week, and it's already up on the website, so go check it out. Alex, what about – oh, that was a quick peek. Don't show them. Alex, what about meditation?
If you click on the link in my bio, ladies and gentlemen, I wrote a book, The Easy Road to a Peaceful Mind, a beginner guide to life-changing meditation. If you struggle with depression, anxiety, racing mind, trouble sleeping, the list goes on and on and on. If you buy the book, I will donate 1 hour of my time to give you a one-on-one class and walk through the session, meditate together, answer any questions, and help you on your journey.
Excellent. Thank you, Alex. And I would recommend everyone get that book. I bought it when Alex and I first met almost 2 years ago or a year and a half ago, whatever it's been. He walked me through the process. He'll do it for you. Don't miss that opportunity. It's only till the end of the year. So, as we said earlier, Mike Lindell has registered and filed the paperwork to run for the governor of Minnesota. Wow. I am so happy for him, and I can't imagine him not winning. What do you think, Dave?
Fighting to see.
Oh, lost you there,
You
Dave.
must have had a phone call.
Melissa Flinner said, how do we purchase Alex's book? Go to Amazon.com, type in Alex Ramer, Ramer, and you can buy it on Amazon. Go
Or
ahead.
if you click on my profile, the link is in my bio.
Oh, okay. Go ahead, Dave.
I think it'd be great if Mike would come on and do an official announcement right on the Sam Shalhoub.
Well, he's been
podcast.
promising me now for a couple of years that he's going to come on, and he's been so busy that I haven't pushed him.
Oh,
But
yeah,
I'm sure at some point he will come on. He said he would.
exactly.
Alex,
When I watched the Daily Dispatch this morning and I heard you announce this news, this is what I heard in my head.
This is Sparta!
exactly.
Let's go.
Big Mike. I'm stoked. I am absolutely stoked. All right, so moving on. Tom Homan was on, I don't remember what the show was, but he was making an announcement about the police chief of Minneapolis. And that the chief of police of Minneapolis was saying that people, citizens, should dial 911 when ICE officers are, quote, kidnapping immigrants, illegal immigrants. Tom Homan's response: we are waiting to prosecute anybody that impedes law enforcement in doing their job. Zero tolerance for impeding ICE. Alex?
I'm going to jail!
I mean, FAFO, Holman is the wrong dude. He's just the wrong dude. Like, I think that dude probably eats nails and poops out steel beams. Like,
Dude,
that dude
when he
is
gets
a
up in the morning, he
machine.
chews on glass just to wake up.
Bro, like, I might have a little bit of a man crush on that. He is freaking awesome. And you know, he doesn't mince words. That I think we could start an interstateism / Holmanisms, because that dude just doesn't. He doesn't care. Zero F's given. There's a jingle, a song. I have no more F's to give. Like that. That's his theme song. Like,
Right.
flat out.
Exactly. Dave?
Well, I base it off history. The Denver mayor didn't get him stopped. The Illinois governor didn't stop him, and the Illinois police chief, the Minnesota police chief he's gonna get run right over.
Yeah.
Won't hear a word about it.
Exactly. Hey, Benji 1959. Big Ben just showed up. Where have you been, young man? Well, we're just glad you're here. JP Metal Slayer's here as well. Good morning, JP. Mr. Smith said, yes, let's go Homan. Laffy Rock said, I love Tom Homan. Lisa Maria said, Tom Homan is a badass. Isn't that the truth? Cindy Hayden said, we need ICE in West Kentucky. It's a dumping ground for illegals. Interesting. Wendy J said, I love Tom. Ego said, he doesn't sugarcoat anything. Isn't that the truth? Towie Bixby said, Homan the showman. Exactly. Good one.
They
Towie.
said there's been 2 million that have left. So what's that tell you?
Exactly.
Really interesting. There was a video and a synopsis, and it goes. It starts in the 1800s, and the question and the title of the video was, "Who really built America?" And if you watch in the beginning of the 1800s, early 1900s, German and Italians were right at the top. But something funny happens like right at 1970. And so if we go back and look at the events leading up to, very quickly what takes the top and has held the top for the most number of people immigrated to this country. Anybody got any guesses? Type it in the comments. What do you think the number one since the 70s person coming across into our land?
Japanese.
Wendy said China. Let's see who else is putting in here. Cindy Hayden said Irish. Dana Mackey said Afghan. Black Klansman said Indian. Glenn said Irish. Mary Leach Brown, China. Joe, Vietnamese. Nutty 81, China. D-Mac 007, India. Crystal Zeski, Germany. Lason Steele, Asian. Boogie B, China. Rick Sr., Muslim. Squiggly 77, Indian. Pakistani. Sassy Minnesota Girl, Somalian. Lisa
That's not
Maria, I
surprised
have
she
no
said
idea.
that.
So for the last 55 years, the number one immigrant into this country, Mexico.
Oh, yeah, somebody said that.
Oh.
Jody Singleton 8 said Mexican. Wow. Not surprising.
Legally or illegally?
It's just the statistic. I couldn't
Oh,
tell
really?
you which
Yeah.
direction it went, but 55 years they have held the number one spot with
That
the
doesn't surprise me.
millions.
Dude, I live
No,
in
and
California. We see it everywhere here.
But what happened in the 70s? Like what started that? Anybody? Think about it. Get back to us.
Some random guy speaks said Mexican as well. God, you guys are on top of it. King's Girl 1974 said, duh, of course. So did Chris, or, oh no, Wendy said Mexican. That makes sense. Yeah, well, living here in California, and Mexicans are good people. They are.
Yeah.
I have many friends that are Mexican. And, you know, why they've gotten a bad rap over time, I don't know, but doesn't surprise me at all. All right. Joe said, I thought it was a trick question.
What year was the Commie Manifesto published? 1969.
Oh, interesting. Interesting.
Huh.
All right, everybody. So, gosh, I lost it now. Somebody just bought your book, Alex. I think it was Flinner, I think.
Awesome.
Said she just bought
Thank
your
you.
book. Yeah, exactly. Take him up on that offer. To
Please do.
Spend an hour with
Please
him on
do.
the phone.
My contact information's in the back of the book, or you can message me on here.
There you go. Excellent. All right, so let's move on. We have U.S. crude production at a record high. Drill, baby, drill. Dave?
Yeah, I know Captain Graybeard's been working hard down there, and it's coming. It's one of those deals. It's ramped up year after year. Obviously, with Trump in office, we're gonna open up the spigots and let her pour.
Yeah, exactly. Alex?
Up 89 cents today, but you look at the 5-year moving average. Back in December. Let's see. Oh, let's go back 5 years. Sorry, clicked the wrong one. So in 2022, summer of 2022, it strapped up over $120.67 a barrel. The last time that it spiked that high was $140 a barrel in 2008. So do we see any parallels between the highs and who's in control of the economy when that happens?
Yeah, exactly.
And Scott had a question on TikTok. He said, why is the prices still high? Well, if you look back through July of this year, on the average gasoline chart, it's dropped 50 cents. The biggest thing is, and even in my community, you go to a higher end closer to the interstate and it's higher. If you get off the beaten path, the price is lower. So there's still some, station to station pricing problem or taxes from state to state.
Right.
Well, and in January, we were sitting at 78, 68, 80 dollars a barrel. So we're down, $20, $30 a barrel given on whatever time of the month you're looking at. In November, it was down to 57. So, it takes time. We have to replenish our reserves that a previous administration decided to dump into the market to hide the fact that the energy prices were going through the roof, which puts us in a national security position, because if all the spigots around the world were to shut off immediately and we didn't have reserves, it leaves us Jamesism, we're caught with our pants down.
Yeah, exactly. Some random guy speaks over on YouTube said when Nixon took office and took us off the gold standard in 1971, we started seeing a devaluation of the US dollar. That's very true. But what most people don't realize is about 6 months after he took us off the gold and silver standard, he instituted something called fractional banking. That's when a bank could go from 1-to-1 loaning from 1 to 9. That was the beginning of the beginning of the end was 1913, but that accelerated it. So very good call, some random guy.
And since 1913, all the total differences that have changed. The dollar went from the strength of a $1 value to 3 cents, what it is now.
Right, exactly. Devin Quast said, let's get into hydrogen-powered vehicles. Well, it's coming, Devin. I think we're going to be seeing a lot of different things happening in the very near future. Let's see here. PG Party's scolding somebody in the chat. I'm not sure exactly what he said, but thanks for having our back, PG.
He said Orange Man bad.
Oh, okay.
Hey,
got it.
I'm with the orange today.
There we go. Teresa Faria, contractor, just made it. Good morning, Teresa. All right, let's see.
Favorite Brazilian.
Yeah, exactly. All right, let's see here. SEC chair just announced yesterday that Bitcoin crypto market structure bill is about to pass soon. Now, I would have thought at this point we would have seen some kind of a rally in the crypto market. I think it's coming, but I haven't seen it yet. What do you make of it, Alex? If anything.
Well, Genius Act, big beautiful bill. The overview of the crypto market structure bill, digital commodities, investment in contract assets, permitted payment stable coins. It's got to be bipartisan and it's got to be pushed through. But what it does is it lays the groundwork, right? We talked about this multiple times. Coach JV says it, that first they attack it, then they sue it, legislate it, and then they adopt it. And we are seeing the full text. If you want to read it, it's HR House Resolution 3633. It really lays the pivotal roadmap for digital assets to move into the mainstream. And we've talked about it on the show. What happens when the title to your house, the title to your car, the transactions that you do are all on smart contracts, which are stored on the blockchain, which are immutable. Nobody can go in and change it. You don't have to worry about paying for title theft insurance anymore because your title is stored on the blockchain and is accessible and immutable. Nobody can edit that. Nobody can change it. Sam and I decide that we want to do a deal. Hey, Sam, I'm selling my house. Hey, Alex, I'll give you, $100,000 for your house. Great, Sam. Go ahead and send me that money. Here's the contract. The contract says that it's going to deposit X amount of money over X amount of months into my account. And the title, when that's complete, is transferred to Sam. What does that do to title insurance companies? What does that do to the mortgage companies? What is it? I mean, it's going to rewrite the way business is done across the world. And this legislation is starting to lay the bricks on the foundation for us to be able to build that.
Right. And it's no coincidence that Eric Trump came out yesterday and said that Bitcoin will replace the banking system, calling them antiquated and discriminatory, predicting every bank will adopt Bitcoin within a year. He put a timeline on it. Dave?
Well, what's that tell you? They're not going to have a choice, just like we talked about. It's coming. It's secured. That's the whole idea. It's getting rid of the corruption, and that's why it's so necessary.
Yeah, Squiggly77 said XRP will be 6 digits soon. Too bad James isn't here to give him a fist pump for that.
Yeah.
Well, but I mean, really, what everybody needs to understand is what pushed the Trumps into this position, right? The people don't change unless there's pain, right? Discomfort is what causes change, and they were debanked. In businesses that had nothing to do with politics, they were debanked. They had hundreds of bank accounts in their construction industry, and the banks just said, we're not going to do business with you anymore. In a cryptocurrency environment, that goes away. Nobody can hold the keys to you. There's no more golden handcuffs. You want to do business, do business.
Yeah, exactly. And then the SEC Chair Paul Atkins also went on Fox yesterday and said tokenization, the way the world will be, not in 10 years, but in a couple of years. I mean, these guys are putting timelines on this. That's very encouraging. Dave?
Yeah, they have to. It's going to be mandatory. And I say every week we talk about at least one company, one bank moving over to it. It's multiplying. It's 2, 3, more and more information coming out on crypto across the board.
And then also yesterday we had the U.S. Treasury bought back over $12 billion of its own debt, the largest Treasury buyback in history. I don't think that's coincidental. What do you think, Alex?
No, it's not coincidental. On the crypto front, I'm leery of timelines, and anybody, regardless of who it is, that's saying that, oh, it's going to be by this time or by that time. The sheer magnitude of the size of what we're talking about replacing, the entire world financial system, the way the entire world does business. So I'm hesitant on timelines. We'll see. December 3rd, the Treasury conducted the largest ever buyback operation. I'm hoping it's not a quantitative buyback scenario. That makes me a little leery. Q1 2026, they're looking at 578 billion net borrowing, potential further enhancement, debt limit constraints. So it's a behemoth, right? So how are we going to juggle these balls and not let any of them hit the floor? Well, as the Treasury starts to get back some of its assets, it is putting money back out into the economy. Where are people going to put that money is the question. If they're putting it into crypto, then this engine is getting the fuel that it needs to get going.
Right, exactly. Joe Lynn, thank you for all the gifts. And John Gwynn, geez, coming in hot. Thank you, John. Scotto Regrosa, I'm sorry if I butchered that name, said that XRP is better than Bitcoin. And then he further went on to say that is Bitcoin going to be as good as XRP? Well, it looks like we now have another XRP maxi in the house now. You have friend James. But
is that James? Did James switch his name?
Yeah, I think he did. Exactly. But again, XRP, there's a lot of chatter about it. I am a proponent of XRP. I am a proponent of Bitcoin. I'm not a proponent of meme coins unless you like going to Vegas and gambling. That's one thing. But as far as an investment is concerned, nobody knows what's going to happen with XRP. I think we all hope, and I think with good reason, think that it's going to accelerate. How long that's going to be, how high is it going to go? Your guess is as good as mine.
No, yeah, nobody knows.
Nobody knows.
And anybody that claims to know, anybody that tells you that you have to get a QFS quantum wallet, blah, 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 it's a scam, it's bullshit, don't listen to them. Not financial advice, buy it on the TikTok shop. But my strategy, we've talked about this before. If you want to get into it, send Sam a message, go to his website, click on the link, schedule it. He'll help you get set up. But don't mortgage your house and dump it into crypto. It's not a get rich quick scam. What you can afford to put in, just like precious metals. If you have $10 a month and you can pigeonhole it away, it's the long game, right? If you bought Bitcoin back in 2013 at $100, it would be worth $92,000 today. That's a pretty good return over 20 years. The stock market doesn't return like that.
Right. Glenn said, what is XRP? XRP is a type of cryptocurrency, Glenn, and we're not going to get into all the basics of it, but if you want to learn about it, go to my website, book an appointment with me, and I'll walk you through the process. Traveler, thank you for all the gifts. Indiana Farmer just sent Dave a whole bunch of corn. Thank you, Indiana Farmer.
I'll put it in the bed. Thanks, Indiana.
There you go. All right, let's see. So Jack Smith was subpoenaed yesterday, and his deposition just happens to fall on December 17th. Isn't that interesting, Dave?
Yeah, I think it's coming around. They're They're chasing the cockroaches out from underneath the fridge. It's exciting to see.
Exactly. Alex?
I think it's high time that those that have put themselves in compromising positions be held accountable.
Yeah,
Yep.
100%.
And his legal team said he will comply with the subpoena.
Well, we'll see. Time will tell.
Yeah.
But now the
Right.
whole Comey thing's coming back around. It was dismissed. Now they're coming back at him. It's a show. Bringing it up and then let it drop, and then bring it up and then let it drop. And what are they doing? They're raising the national consciousness about these nefarious players that have been doing this crap for decades. And there's so many people that are exactly. And there's just so many people that still need to wake up. It's a process. It's not an event. That's just the way it is. All right, so moving on. Last story of the day. More than 1 million bags of cheese sold at Walmart, Target, and Aldi. I don't know what Aldi is. Do you guys know what Aldi is?
Aldi's is a discount food grocery store. So when, let's say, Del Monte makes cans of green beans, they go through a very rigorous selection process for their beans that go in. And so Aldi's gets the seconds. So some of their green beans might have a little stem on it, or they're it's still good vegetables and good foods, but it's not the name brand foods, or it's the older name brand stuff. You can get it's a budget friendly grocery store.
Okay, so they've been recalled for possibly containing metal pieces. The FDA reclassified it to a class 1, meaning that the food may cause temporary or medically reversible adverse health consequences. Andrea Lynn 81 said, my mother-in-law and sister-in-law both have that cheese. Interesting. Huh. Squiggly 77 said Aldi is a German-owned company. Oh, I didn't know that. Interesting. PJ Party said grated cheese also has wood pulp in it. Well, I don't know about that, but I guess that's good for digestion. I don't know. Benji 1959 said Del Monte is in Chapter 11. I didn't know that, Ben. Interesting. Huh. Anyway, Dave?
No, it's actually the shredded cheese has that, so the cheese doesn't stick together. So it does have wood pulp in it. But no, it
does really have wood pulp?
Yes, that's what stops the strands once it's shredded from sticking together. Go get a block of cheese, grate it, and stick it in a bag, and what happens? It sticks back together, right? Clumps up, right?
Huh.
So it's better, more healthy to grade your own block of cheese.
Interesting. I didn't have any idea about that. Huh. PJ Party isn't drunker than this morning. She's right on target. Just kidding, Peggy. Just kidding. So, oh boy, I just lost the chat gets moving, and it's weird, man. It'll be stagnant, and all of a sudden 15 messages will pop up and I can't reach them all. So my apologies, everybody. If I missed your comment, just put it in again. All right, so that's all we have for today. Let's see where we're 101,000 likes. You guys are awesome. You never cease to amaze me. Never cease to amaze me. All right, so we're going to sign off on X, YouTube, Facebook, and Rumble, because you know the drill. They won't let us dance over there. So we're going to sign off. We'll be back tomorrow, Friday, 9 a.m. Pacific time. Hopefully you can join us. Have a great